Shalom. I want to start by saying all praise, honor, and glory goes to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim Hakwadash. Double honor to the apostles, bishops, and elders, great millstone. And salutations to I can push in this word, and also saying honor to the whole full elect. Shalom. My name is Cora Allah from the New York City camp. Times we in, as we all know, these are end times, and it's getting really critical, for lack of better words. Now I have a few scriptures here, no real articles, but just a few scriptures to, further push this truth, further push this word, okay? And Lord willing, this is an edifying lesson. So I'll start with Isaiah 14:5. The Lord has broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers. And who's the wicked? Esau, the so-called white man. All right, he's the wicked. Now, the staff representing rulership or power, which these nations that were in power in the past, the Assyrians, the Babylonians, the Medo-Persians, the Greeks, the Romans, okay, they had a time to rule, but then the Lord pulled them out of rulership. Now we're in the time of America's rulership, and now this is the ending of that time. All right, and just like those other nations that ruled, the Lord's also going to break Esau, America, scepter. Isaiah 14:6. He who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke, he that ruled the nations in anger, is persecuted and none hindereth. Okay. Let's read that in the NLT. It says, "You struck the people with endless blows of rage, and held the nations in your angry grip with unrelenting tyranny." And that's Esau, man. That's Esau for you. How do you even get America? By basically genocides, mass genocides on a nation of people, or which the Native Americans, they're a tribe of the nation of Israel. Okay, the Gadites, the Seminole Indians, the Gadites. Then you have the Seminole Indians, this is Reuben, and then you have Issachar, which would be the so-called Mexicans or whatnot. All right, but they were here on the so-called American soil first, but now America came and persecuted them. All right, and the same thing with the wars in Iraq. Now the same thing with the Palestinians, with that's been going on. But that's how America is brought into power, through bloodshed, murder, and wickedness. It says, "He who smote the people," and let me go back to the KJV. Isaiah 14 and Salakia. Isaiah 14:6. He who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke, he that ruled the nations in anger, is persecuted and none hindereth. It says the whole earth is at rest and is quiet. They break forth into singing. Why? Because Esau is being pulled out of power. And when this man is completely out of power, This is the last rulership for these nations. All right. After Esau's pulled out of power, it's going to be the nation of Israel, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, right? In their true mind, in the spiritual mind and spiritual bodies, ruling under Yahweh Shai. Okay, the Most High and His Son Yahweh Shai. The whole earth is at rest, and it's quiet. They break forth into singing. Even these nations are gonna get their fair share. It says, "Yea, the fir trees rejoice." It says, "Yea, the fir trees rejoice at thee, and the cedar of Lebanon, which these trees represent nations, saying, since thou art laid down, no feller is come up against us." Right, a feller is one that chopped down trees, which that fellow would be Esau. And since Esau is laid down, taken out of power, ultimately being destroyed by fire, it says no fella is come up against us. No one else came to destroy them. Okay, because in the kingdom, what's going to happen is it's going to be well understood that Israel is going to be in rulership from that time on. All right, no need for weapons, no need for wars, and things like this. But these nations, they're going to live in peace, and they're going to continually pay tribute to Israel. It says, "Hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming. Yeah, your death, your destruction. It stirreth up the dead for thee, even all the chief ones of the earth." Which that all the dead for these, talking about these nations that don't have the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding in the scriptures. Which the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding in the scripture was given to the nation of Israel. But these heathens are going to come up against America to destroy them by way of what? Thermonuclear missiles. That's why it says, let me see, it says, even all the chief ones of the earth, right? The kings and the rulers. It says, it has raised up from their thrones all the kings of the nations. And it says, verse 14 and 10, "All they shall speak and say unto thee, art thou also become weak as we? Art thou become like unto us?" Because these nations are going to become strong by way of Russia, right? Russia being a guard onto them, like Russia is a guard onto Iran. Okay, but mainly also by way of those thermonuclear missiles. That's what's going to even the fight between these nations and America. They're going to have they're going to have those missiles, man. They're going to have that technology, because that's how America got its power in the first place. Moving on. This is Isaiah 54 and 14. "In righteousness shalt thou be established. Thou shalt be far from oppression. For thou shalt not fear." And this is talking about Israel, starting with the elect. All right, in the kingdom, we're going to be established. That's true. But now, this establishment is starting for a very small few, the elect, on this time now. All right. It says, "In righteousness shalt thou be established." And what's righteousness? Following the law, statutes, commandments to the best of your ability. All right, having and maintaining faith in Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai. And doing the works faithfully. It says, "Thou shalt be far from oppression." And what's the ultimate oppression is going to be what? That RFID microchip, man. Okay, let's go into that word oppression real quick. This is oppression. Strong's H6233. Aisha. Show Strong's info. It says distress, unjust gain, cruelty, extortion, oppression. All right, deceitfully gotten. All right, because how are they gonna put that chip in the majority of the people? They're gonna deceive them. You know, yeah, we're being oppressed now. In the kingdom, we won't be oppressed at all. All right, but that ultimate oppression is gonna have to come by way of that new world order. You know, because as long as you stay in righteousness, it says, "In righteousness shall thou be established." All right, so as long as you stay in this truth, then you won't be tempted, or the Lord's gonna make way for you to escape these temptations. For thou shalt not fear. It says, "And from terror, for it shall not come near thee." All right, and that terror is going into the destruction of this place, America. All right, that terror is going into the microchip, the martial law, the famines. All right, all these things that must happen in the time of Jacob's trouble. Behold, Isaiah 54:15. Behold, they shall surely gather together, but not by me. Whosoever shall gather together against thee shall fall for thy sake. So that's what we're looking for, man. You know, our faith is in Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. If you have faith in man, then so be it. Okay. This is Isaiah 26:21. For behold, the Lord cometh out of his place to punish the inhabitants of the earth for their iniquity. Esau. Okay, iniquities. What sin upon sin. Let's go into iniquities real quick. Iniquities. I1. All right. It says H5771 I1. Mischief, punishments, sin. Okay. And who's the mischievous one? The wicked one? Esau. The so-called white man. That's why the scriptures say in Job 9:24, the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. So it says, for behold, the Lord Yahweh cometh out of his place to punish the inhabitants of the earth for their iniquity. And these heathens, they follow along with Esau. You know, these nations are in league with Esau. And even though they might have contentions between themselves, one thing's for sure, they're going to keep, they totally all agree on, is keeping Israel on the bottom. You know, keeping you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans on the bottom, man. All right. So let's let me go back to that. Salakia. That was Isaiah 29, 26, and 21. For behold, the Lord cometh out of his place to punish the inhabitants of the earth for their iniquities. Right? And these nations took part in the downfall of us, man, of us Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, the Israelites. You know? So they gotta pay for that. The earth also shall disclose her blood and shall no more cover her slain. Meaning what? All the murder, all the sins of this place, all the wickedness, the transgressions of this place is all going to be discovered. You know? Like America. Look at what they're doing in Palestine. Now, at one point, you people say the so-called white man is not the devil. But now it's hard to say that with a straight face, because now you see for yourself who's the devil and who's not. All right, the history is coming out in this place too, man, by way of the internet. A whole lot of history is coming out dealing with slavery, the enslavement of so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right, destroying the northern kingdoms that were here in the Americas. You know, and all the atrocities, man. And not only did they do it, but they took pride in it also. Just look what they're doing now. And you know what they're saying? They don't care about Palestinians. They don't care about the babies. They don't care about hospitals. They don't care about water. Not far-fetched at all, right? Because remember, they laid siege to Israel in the around 70 AD under the Roman rulership or the Roman Empire. Okay, so what they doing in Palestine, it's really Esau's MO. It's nothing new. What do you think is going to happen to Israel in the time of Jacob's trouble? Okay, that whole MOTB, what it says, no one shall eat, no one shall buy or sell without it. You know, so if you don't take it, you're going to starve. Just like a siege, until you comply. All right, but the scriptures also say that the elect, my people, will eat. So it says, for behold, the Lord comes out of his place to punish the inhabitants of the earth for their iniquity. The earth also shall disclose her blood and shall no more cover her slain. And yeah, man, the slain, mainly the nation of Israel. You're going to have to pay for that one. For sure. Esau first. That's the top. That's the public enemy number one, Esau, right? And these nations have to pay also for taking part in our destruction or our demise. Okay. Let me get a quick precept real quick before I continue. Salakia. If I can't find it, I ain't gonna get it no more. Bear with me. Let's see. Well, you know the scriptures say the inward thought is deep. Okay, here we go. So, if you go to Psalm 83 and 4, Salakia, it says 83 and 4, this is Psalms 83 and 2. For lo, thy enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee has lifted up the head. They become proud, right? Especially America in their rulership, and even these nations, man, because they see us on the bottom and they see how they're capitalizing off of our limitations or our position, you know, which is basically captivity. It says they have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They're a crafty counsel. All right, how to keep us in captivity, how to keep us last hide in the position of last hide in the first fight, and so on and so forth. Psalms 83:4. They have said, "Come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name Israel may be no more in remembrance." And they almost had that. Except that the Lord had this word come out. Okay, the Lord had his men on his highways and the highways and hedges. Okay, and also by way of the internet. You know, because the Lord says He's not going to cut us off from being a nation. The Lord says He's going to have mercy on the nation of Israel. So let's go back to Isaiah 26:21. For behold, the Most High cometh out of His place to punish the inhabitants of the earth for their iniquities by way of His Son Yahushua. When He earned called Jesus Christ, man. It's a dark-skinned man. He's coming back on those chariots to bring judgment to this place, to deliver the elect. It says, the earth also shall disclose her blood, and shall no more cover her slain. Quick precept. It says, Psalms 9:12, it says, when He maketh inquisition of blood, He remembereth them. He forgetteth not the cry of the humble, which the humble is talking about the elect. It's talking about Israel. All right. Real quick in the NLT. For He who avenges murder cares for the helpless. Who's going to avenge us? Yahushua. We are the helpless. We're also known as worms. That worm Jacob, because a worm is defenseless. It says He does not ignore the cries of those who suffer. Okay. This is Numbers 35:33. It says, so ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are, for blood it defileth the land. And the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it. So America has to pay, man. You know, these heathens have to pay. Okay, but America is the wicked, and he's gonna pay the most. Esau, I should say, is the wicked. All right, Esau is the wicked as a nation of people, starting with the elites, and they're gonna pay the most, man, double. So you shall not pollute the land wherein ye are, for blood it defileth the land, and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it. And America is a land or a nation or a kingdom built up by way of blood, you know, murder. So this place is gonna has to be cleansed by the spilling of blood. All right, whoever took part in this structure in this kingdom, they have to pay. That's why America's gonna be destroyed totally off the map. That was pretty much it. Low is the edifying lesson. I want to end by saying all praise, honor, and glory goes to Yahweh, Bashim, Yahweh Shai, Bashim Kwadash, double honor to the apostles, Bishop Elsgrim Millstone, and salutations to I come out there pushing this word. You know, sincerely, honestly, the whole full leg. Shalom.